Hello, everyone. Welcome to Feedstuffs 365. I'm Sarah Muirhead, and here with us today are Dr. Scott Holmstrom, Senior Vice President, Research and Development for United Animal Health, and Joel Harris, CEO of Genvax Technology. Welcome to you both. Great to have you with us today. So let's talk about some exciting news that you folks here announced recently involving United Animal Health and Genvax Technology. Scott, I'll let you have the honor. Tell us what's up. What's going on?
Yeah, we're very excited to enter into this collaboration with Genvax Technologies. So Genvax has cutting edge tools that we believe will provide very innovative solutions for our customers. So we're going to enter into an R&D collaboration and be working with Joel and his team to provide those solutions available in the future.
So give us just, I think most people probably know, Scott, but give us just an overview of United Animal Health and what it's all about.
Yeah, so United Animal Health has a long history as being a feed supplier and nutrition expert for the industry, especially the domestic swine industry. I think that's probably the history and the legacy of what the company is known. What people probably know less of is a little bit about the diversification and growth journey that United has been on for a number of years now. So we sell products available globally. We're currently in 3 species, so swine, of course, but we're also in dairy and in poultry.
So Joel, give us some detail on GenVex Technology. It's a fairly new company, I believe, and so tell us where things are at and how it came to be.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. So Genvax Technologies, we actually founded in February of 2021, really after seeing the developments and advancements in human vaccine for COVID-19. And so we're trying to bring those advancements and novel platforms to the animal health space. And United coming in is a really great validation for, I think, the products we'll have in the future.
Now, back in April, I believe it was, GenVex got $145,000 in support from USDA to develop a vaccine for African swine fever. Plus, I think your initial investment, your initial seed money was a couple million or just there under. Now you have this additional $6.5 million investment in GenVex. So how are these new dollars? What's this going to, how's this coming to be? What's this going to allow GenVex to do? And what might this all mean for the hog industry and its fight against ASF?
No, yeah, it's really good timing, actually. So we're very focused on 2 things, African swine fever as well as swine influenza virus. So kind of the foreign animal disease and the domestic swine disease problems that producers face. And it's not just United Animal Health, but also Johnsonville Ventures, Iowa Corn Growers Association, and several other stakeholders in the pork supply food chain that are supporting us. And I think that's a really unique group of stakeholders that have come together and understand the problems that African swine fever could do to the United States, but then also that there's a need for better and faster and more specific vaccines in the market. So to me, it allows us to accelerate our R&D efforts, also accelerate getting USDA approval for our vaccines. And it really also could broaden our ability to tackle things in cattle and poultry and other species. So we're really excited that we're able to really throw gas on the fire here.
And now, Joel, you certainly aren't new to the business of vaccine development. Is what you're doing at GenVex Technologies a lot like what you were doing at Harris Vaccines, or how does that compare?
It's similar in the sense that we believe in taking different messenger RNA technologies and bringing those to the market. Probably one of the key differences is how what I call the delivery system, or how we protect the RNA and stabilize it. That's probably the biggest key difference, but we think it's going to allow us to make faster vaccines at maybe a more competitive price, or at least be able to turn around candidate vaccines very quickly. So there are some similarities, but we really feel like this is the next generation or the next derivative of messenger RNA technologies.
So like you said, you learned a lot from COVID and how all those vaccines were developed, and you'll have the same kind of technology to be able to respond if, say, we get different variants of ASF or other emerging diseases.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there are things that are very conserved and don't change often, but for something like African swine fever, where there hasn't been a commercially available successful vaccine in most of the world, we think this will be a really unique approach. And then with something like swine influenza or avian influenza, being able to match the vaccine specifically to the outbreak is going to be really key, either for eradication or relieving some of those potential trade implications.
So, Scott, United Animal Health was involved, or actually may have even led the effort to raise funding for this initiative. What's in it for United, and for that matter, for Iowa Corn and Johnsonville Ventures? Why partner up like this? Why is this so important?
Yeah, the first thing I would say is this is really good for the industry. So a rising tide raises all boats. We see this as a breakthrough technology that is going to better our customers. And being a customer-centric company, being a company that prides itself on being in the middle of science and on the edge of that, we see that as a big deal. We also see it as a way to raise our capabilities internally. So as I said earlier, in terms of nutrition expertise and nutrition products, we're very well known for that in the domestic swine industry. And through our direct-fed microbials, enzymes, and some other products of what we have, we've been moving into the health domain. I think what this does is takes us further into animal health, and we can provide additional solutions for our customers.
Joel, what might we be looking at in terms of a time frame for an ASF vaccine here in the United States, or maybe even globally? What, you got any initial calculations or estimations? Not to put you on the spot, but
Well, I mean, and as I've told United and our other stakeholders, the success of GenVex isn't dependent on us making an African swine fever vaccine. It's really the validation of the platform itself and us to respond rapidly to whatever may come about. So whether it's African swine fever or foot and mouth disease or another strain of avian influenza, we're really focused on getting the technology validated. So we are working with the USDA on an ASF vaccine, and we'll be hopefully doing the initial challenge studies later this year. That's really the first proof of concept, and then from that we'll be able to really probably get you a better ETA. But it's a really great collaboration with USDA, and we're excited to get this study going.
lots of exciting things ahead, it sounds like. Scott, any final thoughts to share with our audience?
I think that this is a great technology. This is a great team in GenVax and a great collaboration that we're happy to be a part of. So we're excited to see where this can go, and we have confidence that it's going to go big and go to some interesting places in the future for our customers.
Joel, anything you'd like to add as we wrap up here today?
No, just that we're still a startup and growing, and we're interested in collaborating with others, bringing others to the team, and so we hope to share more great news in the future.
Very good. Our thanks to Dr. Scott Holmstrom with United Animal Health and Joel Harris with Genvax Technology. Gentlemen, we very much appreciate your time here today. Until next time, for Feedstuffs 365, I'm Sarah Muirhead.